What's up guys, Ivan Carranza here and welcome to Bass Tone Tuesday. Today we're talking about consistency in your playing, and I don't mean note to note or phrase to phrase, but taking a look at it from a wider perspective, meaning from show to show. And this idea came to me because this past weekend we did a lot of traveling to play, and I started noticing a little bit of fatigue and, you know, all the things that you experience while playing a tour. Because previously everything has been pretty smooth, but you know, once you start stacking up dates on top of dates, some things happen. So I'm gonna show you the vlog and the footage that I recorded, and then I'm gonna talk about this a bit more. What's up guys? Ivan Carranza here, and today is Thursday the 28th of July, and I'm about to leave to the train station to play some shows this weekend with Dr. Crapula, and I'm gonna show you what I'm taking with me. As you can see, this is the new setup that I showed previously or this past week on Bass Tone Tuesday. This is the Pelly case with my board, my quad Cortex and my Noble, my cables and whatnot. Here I've got my Dingwall backpack with my clothes, and I have to say this backpack is fairly awesome. It holds a lot of things inside. It is water resistant, it is fairly comfortable to carry also on your back, and it's also pretty sturdy and fits also the dimensions of carry-on luggage. So it's pretty cool. And of course I got my Dingwall bass here. I thought about bringing my G&L P bass, my LV100, but I saw that there was a pretty cool photographer on one of the venues this weekend, and I wanted to get some cool shots of that bass, so I'm taking that with me. What's up guys, Ivan here, and we just finished sound check, and that is the stage. We're playing in the water. So it's pretty interesting. I'm feeling kind of tired, kind of dizzy a little bit. I don't know if because of something I ate or I don't know. I'm gonna lay down in backstage right now, but I'm looking forward to the show. It's sounding great so far, so let's see how everything goes. see, I started my traveling schedule on Thursday, and that day I left in the evening to catch my train to go to Hagen and meet the band there and then leave Friday morning to Würzburg. Now on that train, I was starting to feel kind of tired, like lightheaded. I didn't have any flu symptoms or anything, or no headache, but I was feeling like extremely tired. So that was, issue number one, because I usually have plenty of energy throughout the day. Then I slept there. I didn't get much sleep that night, and we had to leave early because we had a 6-hour drive to make it to soundcheck, because we were playing as support for the headliner band. So we had a 6-hour drive, and on the way there, I was also feeling like very tired, with no energy, kind of sleepy. So I tried to get as much sleep and rest as I could on the way there, but being stuck in a van for 6 hours doesn't really help much. But when we were there, we had to unload the equipment and carry it to the stage. And as you could see from the video, the stage was going down a very long flight of stairs and in the water, so we had to carry all the amps and gear, put it there. I did the sound check feeling still kind of sleepy, kind of lightheaded. Then we could eat a bit, and that definitely helped me. And during the show, as you could see also from the videos, I was jumping around and moving. I think that's probably the adrenaline kicking in, that I didn't feel that much there. But after the show, I started getting this feeling back again and feeling kind of tired and whatnot. So after playing, we had to wait to unload because our gear had to go behind the stage so the band could have a quick changeover. So I think we finished unloading around midnight, and then we were at the hotel at maybe 1 a.m.-ish, more or less. And we had to leave the next day also pretty early. So I didn't get that much sleep that day either. That didn't help much. And on the next day, so Saturday, we had to drive all the way back to the north of Germany, almost to somewhere near Berlin. You saw from the video, we had to carry our backline by boat. And to get there, the plan was to drive about 6 hours too, but it took us 9 hours sitting in the van traveling. So that definitely takes a toll on you, just being, traveling the whole day, not really eating real food, stopping in gas stations or, getting some, nuts, seeds, or, not real warm, healthy food. So when we arrived there that night, I was also feeling kind of tired. And then we didn't have that much to eat before the show because we arrived late due to traffic. So we had very little time between setting up and playing. And I'm not gonna lie, getting to the place and seeing that we had to take all our backline by boat to somewhere was a bit demoralizing at first, because you travel all the way there, you just wanna go to a normal stage, let's put it this way, and set up and go to backstage, eat, rest a little bit, and then play. But the initial impression was, okay, where are we right now? Where did they send us? But afterwards, I have to say, this was probably one of the coolest shows that I've played, with the exception that I got completely eaten by mosquitoes from that place. I got marks on my arm, here, my face, here, also my beard, my legs are all beaten up. But the experience was really, really cool. And, this situation, when you're traveling, you're not getting enough rest, you have to really focus and try to deliver the same performance or the best performance that you can to the audience, no matter where you are, no matter if you're playing in front of 100, 500, 1,000, 5,000 people. Those people have taken the time of their day, which is arguably the most valuable asset to come see you play. And probably they've also paid. So they have spent something fairly valuable out of their life to see you perform. And It doesn't matter if you're tired, it doesn't matter if you're feeling unwell, it doesn't matter how many people are on stage, you have to perform and the show has to go on. And also, in these cases, there were not the ideal, let's say, setup situations. For example, on that second show where we had to go by boat, I didn't even have a wedge monitor. There was no time to set that up. So I just had my amp and I had to listen to the rest of the band and really focus, count bars, look at the other people, pay attention to the singer, and go along with the songs. So it is important to always try to deliver the same, let's say, quality of performance, no matter where you are in the situation. Of course, if you're feeling comfortable with your sound, if you hear yourself well, you're going to be able to perform better. That's, of course, no questions asked about this, but you got to be able to handle all the punches that playing throws at you. Sometimes you're not going to have enough sleep. Sometimes, you're going to be hungry. Sometimes you're going to be feeling kind of sick like I did. Sometimes your monitoring is going to be terrible, and so on and so on. So it is important to focus and find, I've mentioned this in the past before, find solutions, find or try to make things work as best as you can instead of complaining about all the things that are not working. Of course, this applies to a certain extent. If you, don't have a cable, the stage is falling apart or something like that. Those are exceptions, but I think you know what I mean here. Playing is always fun, or mostly always fun, but having to deal with all of the rest is what really, takes character and builds character as well, knowing how to handle those situations. So I hope you guys liked the video. Now I'm feeling better. I've rested up. I'm in my home. Today is Monday. This video is going up on Tuesday. So I hope to catch you guys on the next one. And before I go, let me tell you that the first shows with the new setup, with the Noble and the Quad Cortex, worked great. So I hope to catch you guys on the next video. As always, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with the content that's coming to the channel. As always, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care.